Jerry Bingham, do you remember these senior wills that we had back there? Do you remember what you said?
I died before I was able to write one. It wasn't my fault. I was killed by the white tornado while she was doing something in one of the restrooms. I don't know what it was.
Cheetos in the main hall, right?
HMS Pinafore. I don't remember. I sang a song. No, I wasn't in that. Somebody else starred in that.
Annie, get your gun.
I was Pawnee Bill.
This is our spiritual leader over here, the lady that brings us all together. She keeps the home fires burning. Excuse me. Beth, you're not in big trouble at all.
What is
the senior wills. Do you remember the senior wills?
No, I don't.
Well, this is what you said. I, Beth Graham, will to you, who seek self-respect, the man I learned to hate but love, and deep love for my Mr. B's. Now, what does this mean?
What? Doesn't make any sense. I don't know. Let me read that thing. I can't believe I wrote that. Sounds like
Where?
something corny to say.
Where is it? Where is it? Right there. I will to you who seek self-respect, the man I learned to hate but love. And I don't know. I don't understand. I was out of my mind.
You were out of your mind.
You being philosophical?
Who is this Mr. B?
Well, it says, in deep love from my Mr. B's. Well, it's probably Mr. Brewer.
There's more than one?
That's what it looks like, doesn't it?
Yeah, Mr. Bonfilio.
Bonfilio! There you go, Bonfilio and Brewer.
Alzheimer's hasn't set in yet, my friend.
How long have you been in
Would you like to say something into the into the microphone here? Did you have a good time this weekend?
Yes, I did. It was real nice.
Did you go to both events, the Friday and Saturday, or just the Saturday?
Saturday.
Did you do some dancing and?
Yes, I did. It was a real nice time.
That's good. You didn't have too much to drink, did you?
No, I did.
Yeah. I did. Thank you, Phil Hossman. We're approaching Wayne Sharkey. Wayne, now, do you remember this? The senior wills?
No,
Do you remember what you said in your senior will?
No, I don't remember dying. What did I say?
This is what you said.
I don't have my glasses on.
I, Wayne Sharkey, will to Mr. Jackson a 50-pound sack of manure for his head and a quick heart attack to end his career of hating teenagers. What does this mean?
That means it didn't come true. It means you don't trust me anymore when it comes to wills. I'm awful sorry, Bill. Who's Mr. Jackson?
Good.
Wait a minute, didn't you go to different...
Gattuccio's in here someplace.
I remember some of mine. What was that? Oh, McGee. I know I will McGee my shrink. I remember that.
Nick Gattuccio, do you remember what you said?
Yeah, well, I know that I've been spending my entire life trying to avoid the pitfalls that got Mr. McGee where he was at that time.
I, Nick Gattuccio, will my curly locks to Coach Buck, my file of admittance slips to Big Don, my AA membership card to the Bean, for Justin, the nick of time, Hagland, a new stockbroker, and for my good buddy McKee, a psychiatrist.
Yeah, that's right.
Did it work?
I don't know. I haven't seen the guy in years. I've been studiously avoiding the guy.
Is this why you went to Italy?
It's one of the reasons, one of the many.
Kevin Jones, do you remember the senior wills?
Barely, just barely.
You remember the senior wills. You're down here somewhere.
Yes.
This is what you said, Kevin. I, Kevin Jones, will Mount Tabor to the younger V's, if they get that far, my luck to Tom T at 157 pounds next year, and a life-size picture of my physique in the display case to the Franklin High School student body.
Yeah.
What does this mean?
I'm just shell-shocked. I can't believe I said that. I just can't believe it.
You were only 17 years old.
Yeah, that was half a lifetime ago.
That certainly was.
Yeah.
You've been married for more than half a lifetime. You realize that?
Yeah, I have, haven't I? Yes, I have.
Is there life after marriage?
There is.
Is there sex after marriage?
This guy.
Okay.
Oh, don't read me a bunch of crap that I said in high school.
Dad McElady, do you remember what you said in the senior will?
No.
I, Dan McElady, will my brain to a certain person who all I can get out of is I don't know, and to DM all my possessions. Who's this mysterious DM?
I'm never going to tell that.
Well, who's the person that can only say I don't know?
I don't know.
DM,
Caputo!
Okay.
The scholar.
It's Lu-
I don't know.
Loomis ran away.
Loomis said, I see
Loomis?
that camera, let me out of here.
Loomis ran away.
It's right behind you.
Debbie Bishop. We've got to talk to you about something here. Do you remember the senior wills? We graduated and we willed the surviving, class members' things. You remember what you said?
No.
Oh, boy.
I have no idea.
I, Debbie Bishop, will Mac a blur for his RAM. Judy Peck, all the blank phone calls she can make in one night. Jay Thomas, a set of braces that interlock with mine. Alan Grant, straight hair. Jean Van Troyer, my sex life. Kathy Signer, everything she wants out of life, including Steve. Jeannie, a lifetime full of jacks. Marcia Kramer, another Mac. And Dan, a life of girls. What does this mean?
It was a lot of fun back then. God, I forgot all about that. Where's Bill? This is my sex life. This is it.
Oh my God.
Thank you, Debbie Bishop.
Yeah.
It was a great reunion. You did a heck of a job.
Thank you.
Lynn Jewell, do you remember those senior wills? Just before we graduated, we wanted to bequeath our high school possessions to those underclassmen.
I
Do you-
guess I do now.
Do you remember what you said?
No.
This is what Lynn said. I, Lynn Jewell, will Debbie the name Bertha and my keen ukulele talent to Billy. Was that me?
Of course.
Of course, she says. Yeah. My creep smashing rocks for future use, and to tear a box of Kleenex to clean up smashed ants and spiders, and my Hi Kai Kai sisters much love. Now, what does this mean? What is this Hi Kai Kai business? Is that martial arts?
Martial arts? No, those are my sisters.
Those were your sisters. Okay. Did you have a wonderful time this weekend?
I did.
Great. You came to all three events. That's
all
really
three.
good.
All three. Yeah.
Lynn Jewell, ladies and gentlemen. Do you remember the senior wills? This is Darrell Coe. He's one of the key committee members to organizing this madness. Darrell Coe, do you remember what you said in the senior will? Do you know what the senior will is?
Yeah, but I don't remember. What did I say?
You said, I, Darrell Coe, will knowledge to BLG, SB harmonica, TS happiness, myself trip to California, KM happiness to everything. Who are these people?
I don't know.
And good luck and best wishes to the greatest class of Franklin, the class of '69. What does this mean?
Hey, well, half these initials I don't even know anymore.
Who's BLG? Bacon, lettuce, and grass?
Yeah, bacon, lettuce, and grass. SB must be Steve Beck.
That's me, BLG.
That's BLG. And here they are.
What does it say? What does it
say?
What does it say? What does it say?
Will knowledge to BLG. Were you trying to tell her something back then?
That could be.
That's probably insinuating that I didn't have any.
That's probably so.
Beth, did he do a good job for you this though? Now that the tables are turned and he was working for you, did he perform adequately?
He willed me all the knowledge that he had.
That's right. I gave her complete control. Complete control.
She couldn't have it, of course, if you couldn't give it to her, right?
That's right.
Okay.
And these games speak for themselves.
Darrell Coe, committee member, co-organizer. Liz? This is happening to everybody. This is going to happen to you, too. How you doing?
I'm doing okay.
Do you remember the senior wills?
Yes.
Do you know what the senior wills are?
Uh-huh. Yeah, I
Okay.
remember.
Do you remember what you said?
No.
Okay, it's right here. This is a short one. I, Liz Curran, will my position in A choir to HC, my position in Mrs. Landa's class to KR, and lots of religion on Mr. Winter's 7th period SS7-8 class. What does this mean?
Well, I remember what this means because that was Hope, and she was going into A choir. But the rest is lost. I now have Alzheimer's,
It never gets any better. It only gets worse.
I understand that.
Yes, but you still have that peaches and cream complexion. You haven't changed.
I work at it.
Liz Curran, ladies and gentlemen. Do you remember the senior wills?
No.
Don't you remember that's where you bequeath things that you're leaving to the underclassmen? Do you remember what you said?
No.
Obviously, you don't remember what it is.
No.
I, Kathy Dockstader, will to Mrs. Miller less work. My turn on the cash register to Patty. Back to Tony and Carol.
That says luck.
I knew that. Luck to Tony and Carol. Good times to Donna, Marilee, Debbie, and Phyllis. What does this mean? Who are these people?
Oh, well,
Who are these
Phyllis
people?
Weaver, Don Hopkins, Marilee Buckley, and Debbie Evans.
What a memory. Alzheimer's does not sit in yet.
Well, and other things maybe.
Kathy Dockstetter, my friend from grade school and high school. Thank you, Kathy. Susan Carroll. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Susan Carroll, hood to coast runner. She gets you inside, she gets you outside. She organized the committee. She's not afraid to get her uniform dirty. Do you remember the senior wills?
No, I don't.
You don't. Then you probably don't remember what you said. That's where we willed our earthly possessions to the underclassmen. As we leave them things, right? Okay. I, Susan Carroll, will my snow-filled locker to some lucky Franklin student. With PG and JA luck, Margie my position, XYS-Chi and Norley my ambition. What does this mean?
You got me. Too long ago.
Too long ago. Ladies and gentlemen, Susan Carroll, committee organizer and all-around good egg.
Great, thank you.
David Buell, do you remember the senior wills?
The senior wills. Did anybody will me anything interesting, like a sitter or anything?
No, this is where you will your possessions to the underclassmen because you're leaving. You obviously don't remember what you said. Here, this is what you said. I, Dave Buell, will everything to Caputo except Lynn Bruner. She goes to John Lennon if she can find him. What does this mean?
That's a good question. I don't know what it means. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm a lousy interviewer right now. But can I eat my lunch and then we'll do this in about 15 minutes or so?
No problem.
Yeah, Bill.
We're talking to Sterling Stromberg. Sterling, you were there Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday. You're a real trooper like the rest of us. I was there all 3 nights too. Did you have a good time?
Oh, great. Super time. In the last 20 years, everybody could be there, You want to get back to good old friend like you and everybody just like it, the same people.
There were about, 500 classmates at this, weren't there? How many do you suppose showed up over the 3 days?
Well, I don't know. I can't even count on. But maybe at least 200. I mean, it's about 200.
That's not bad. That's almost 50%. Thank you, Sterling.
Thank you.
Pam LaPrinzi. We've already talked to Nick Gattuccio. Pam, do you remember the senior wills?
Yes.
Yours wasn't in here. Did you not will anything to anyone?
I think I didn't.
Your cousins is in here. Your cousins. If you had to do it all over again now, that senior will, that really important thing, one in a lifetime event, if you had to do it all over again, what would you will?
I don't know. Peace and prosperity, I guess.
Why not?
For the rest of your life.
Pam LaPrinzi, ladies and gentlemen. Senior most likelies. Senior most likely to take a life. Kurt Hagen. No, he's not in here.
No, I know we didn't rank in that. Doesn't bother me a bit.
Barbara Workman should be in here. We don't have all the W's. We don't have all. This is being done to almost everybody. There's no way around this. How are you, Debbie Dodd?
Fine, thank you, Mr. Piland.
My good friend from high school and grade school both. Debbie Dodd, do you remember the senior wills?
Vaguely.
Yeah, that's where we bequeathed to the underclassmen various things. Do you remember what you said?
No.
I, Debbie Dodd, will all the happiness and excitement which I had during my senior year to Debbie Mealy and wish her all the best of luck.
Now I remember.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Where is Debbie Mealy today?
I don't know. But I sure hope she's happy and having an exciting time.
Did you have a nice time all weekend?
Yes.
You were here to all 3 of the events. There were 500 people in our class. How many do you suppose showed up?
I have no idea. 200?
That's what Sterling said. And he's right. By golly, that's about 40%. That's
Do
not
I win
bad.
a prize?
No.
Oh, darn.
I'm terribly sorry. Thank you, Debbie Dodd.
Cameraman Caputo.
Here.
Hey, my brother Rob.
My brother.
You gotta take her out now. Throw back at her. Hit her, I flashed. I'd make you wear that one. Camera down.
Tom, don't get wet.
Down to what,
5. Senior wishes? Yeah, Bob's got it somewhere. We looked for you. I looked for you. No, but we're going to get you on camera anyway. We're going to humiliate you. Just step back. Shy. Oh, no! We need to talk to you here. We got Doug Clark and Bonnie Lang here. Did you remember the senior wills?
No.
You don't? Then you probably don't remember what you said. The senior will, to refresh your memory, just before we were graduating, we bequeathed our possessions to the underclassmen. This is what Bonnie Lang said. I, Bonnie Lang, will my lil sis B happiness for the rest of her life, and Doug lots of love and happiness for the rest of his life. Doug who?
Doug Clark.
Doug Clark. Doug Clark. You want? Doug Clark. You should. Doug Clark. Do you remember what you said?
No, I don't remember what I said.
Doug Clark says, I, Doug Clark, will not return. Bullshit.
Well, I meant,
You are here.
I meant Franklin. I'm
Okay.
here at the picnic. Yeah.
You're at Creston. That's right. Okay. Okay. Bob Odie was conspicuously absent from the senior wills. Now,
I did not participate.
if you had to do it all over again, Bob Odie, what would you have said to those underclassmen?
I plead the fifth.
You plead the fifth.
No, we didn't say drink a fifth.
That's why I didn't say anything at the time. It would have incriminated me, and I'd rather not.
Class.
Thank you, please, no more.
Poor course.
I did that at.
Here we go. Lynn Dixon,
Yes.
do you remember the senior wills?
Wills?
Yes.
No.
The senior will. Turn and say hello to the camera. Say hello, everybody.
Hi.
Yes. The senior will, that was where we bequeathed our possessions to our underclassmen as we graduated from Franklin. So obviously you don't remember it, but you don't remember what you said.
Was I there?
You were there. I, Lynn Marie Dixon, will my streak of luck to next year's princess. She was the Rose Festival princess, ladies and gentlemen. DBP, my pockets. Miss J, my best wishes. And I hope nobody gets married this summer. Now, what does that mean?
Oh, you should never get married or pregnant till you're at least 40.
Till you're at least 40. I like that style. You're a little early. You're only 38.
Yeah, and this is my third.
Lynn Dixon, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Marcia Kramer.
Yes,
Ladies and
Bill.
gentlemen, Marcia Kramer. Do you remember the senior will?
Yes, I remember it.
You know, bequeathing. Do you remember what you said?
No, I don't. I don't remember a thing.
Don't feel like the Lone Ranger. I, Marcia Kramer, will Mr. Burry a package of gum to chew all summer, Miss Swan all the old books she can get her hands on, and Mrs. Norland a better student body. Now, what did you mean by that?
I couldn't tell you. That was 20 years ago, and part of my memory's gone.
Alzheimer's already?
Mm-hmm.
It never gets any better.
Oh, God.
Marcia Kramer.
Say hello.
Barbara Workman, ladies and gentlemen, you didn't participate in the senior will. If you had to if you had to make something up right now, if you could do it again, what would you say?
I can't remember that far back.
You can't remember that far back?
No.
You remember marrying Kurt?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yes, no.
Do you believe it's true that if you can remember the 60s, you weren't really there?
Maybe not.
She wasn't there, ladies and gentlemen. Michael Casciato, do you remember the senior wills?
No, I don't. Oh, I gotta look at you here. Okay.
Do you know why you don't remember the senior wills?
I didn't have one.
You didn't have one. Would you like to read Ed Cashado's?
Yeah, let's read Ed. Ed and I are not related, by the way. I don't think so.
Ed is not here today.
But in that stanza, you want me to read it for him?
Yes, Edward.
How come I'm not in here? Okay, Edward Cashado. I wish I could have been Michael Cashado during high school. No, see, Ed Cashado can be my pair of motor-mounted track shoes. And Gary S., one used cracked radio knob, and Mike M., a rubber band for his turkey.
You would have been more creative, I think. Okay, now I willed you. I willed you something over there.
I wasn't in here, huh?
No.
What a drag.
You read mine. Read mine to me.
Bill Piland. I, Bill Piland, will Pizza Head Cashado.
This is not Ed we're talking about.
Okay. Yeah. Pizza Head Michael Cashado. Some sauce with pepperoni, gin would habla Espanol forever. Lenny finds happiness in Oregon. Who's Lenny?
Lynn Joel.
Oh, finds happiness in Oregon City and drinks Scotty. Where did you get this paper?
Bob
Wayne
Kapoor.
Sharker, I will 50-pound sack of manure to Mr. Jackson?
Yes,
That's what Wayne did.
That's what he did.
Well, how come I'm not in this?
You didn't participate. You were busy having a crew cut.
Okay.
Michael Cashado, ladies and gentlemen. Jerry Bingham, are you leaving already?
Okay. Well, that's quaint. I didn't want you to lose it.
Rick Langdon, are you posing for that ad right now?
Oh, I am, as a matter of fact. Hi.
Rick Langdon, do you remember the senior wills?
Rick Langland, yeah, I remember. As a matter of fact, even remember my name.
Dunn. Langdon.
Done. Thank you.
Do you remember what you said in your senior will?
I absolutely don't. We heard that you were doing that, and we had to come over here so we could embarrass ourselves.
I, Rick Langdon, will my last 250 yards to G. Hill.
Oh, God, he needed
M. Knutson. And S. Randolph, and everything else to C.I. Who are these people?
The three guys were guys in desperate need of a lot of speed at the end of a race. The other person, what are those initials again?
S. Randolph.
Yes, S. Randolph. Stan K. No. I think that S. Randolph. Okay.
G.
He must have
Hill.
been a runner. Guy Hill. Guy Hill's teaching school now. He's a coach, as a matter of fact.
And C.I.
C.I. Was he a runner?
God. Okay, where's Gatto? Is he in here?
No, I doubt it.
Gatto, you didn't remember doing this. Okay.
Not at all.
This is what you said. I, Dick Gatto, will Marcy a job at Regal. Bonnie happiness with Doug. We just interviewed them a minute ago. And 20 years later, it worked, so that will came out.
All right.
That's true.
Ralph, some meat on his bones. Marconi, a Chevy instead of a Ford. What did you mean by that?
You're damned if I know. The only one I know is Bonnie and Doug, and that's the only one that worked.
Good enough. 1 out of 3 ain't bad. If you had to do it all over again right now, what would you have said?
Well,
something to do with Jim Ritter, maybe?
no. Jim's married. I don't want to get him in any trouble.
20 years ago.
No, I really can't think of anything. I can't even remember 20 years ago.
Well, you're one of those people that believes that if you can remember the 60s, you weren't really there.
That's right.
Well done.
Come back to me. I'm gonna remember C.I.
Oh, you remember C.I.?
We're back to Rick Langdon.
Yeah, I think we do remember who she was.
Oh, it's a she.
It was a she. It was Christy Ito, and we understand she's doing well, and we're glad.
Yes, and she's down.
What's that?
Wasn't she man of the year and she was woman of the year?
Well, I'm certain. There was a person,
Kathy
I don't want to talk about that because you know what, I probably can't remember, and that really makes me look bad. I had nothing to do with Man of the Year. I have no idea who that was.
I personally saw Rick Langdon chase Christy Ito all around on the 10-year reunion.
Did I win?
She's in Los Angeles right now.
And I'm in Oregon.
Way from Alaska. She should win a prize for this. Do you remember the senior will?
Yeah, vaguely.
Yeah, so that you don't remember what you said though, probably.
No, I don't. What did I say?
This is a long one. I, Terry Bennett, will Gert 1 Deluxe and Ant Farm Teddy your supply of blue satin ribbons and a groovy bowl / free summer. All my Hai Kai Kai sisters. There's that Hai Kai Kai. Was that martial arts? Sisters, 2 weeks worth of tobacco sauce and all the happiness and good luck in all the world. Oh yeah, to Teddy again, 1 lie detector. What does that mean?
Boy, I don't remember.
Don't remember. You came all the way down from Alaska. Aren't you glad you came?
Yes, I am. It's wonderful to see everybody.
You were here for all 3 days. There were 500 people in our class. How many people showed for the 3 days?
Is this a guessing contest?
Without the beer, I'd say
Just classmates, not families. No, I'd say there were 500 in our class. Probably 325.
That's a real good guess. We'll get back to you on that. Terry Bennett. This is Bill McCarthy, Susan Carroll's husband. There's excitement in the air. You can tell this really personifies the spirit of the whole reunion weekend, ladies and gentlemen, for Bill McCarthy. Have you got a word for us, Bill?
This is fun for the spouses.
Thank you, Bill. Don Loomis did not participate in the senior will. Don, if you had to do it all over again in the senior will, what would you say?
What would I do different? I'd kick Cashado's butt.
Yeah, well, you did that once or twice. I saw you do that. How did you like the reunion weekend?
Real well.
Great. About the 500 people in our class, how many showed up, do you think, class members?
Oh, probably, 150?
That's pretty darn close. We'll get back to you on that result. Don Loomis. David Jennings.
Hi.
You've been conspicuously absent all weekend.
I've been gone.
You've been out of town?
Yes, sir.
Your class reunion?
Yes, I had a trip previously planned before I knew about the date of the reunion.
Hey, do you remember these? Yeah, you can't leave them out. If you had to do it now, what would you will?
Will to who?
To the underclassmen of Franklin. 20 years ago. Put yourself 20 years ago. You just left Franklin High School. What do you say to them? What? To science fiction?
Yeah, to science.
Thanks, David Jennings.
All right, you got it.
Do you remember the senior wills?
Oh, God, yeah. It was something about squirt guns, wasn't
You're
it?
the first one.
To Linda Guile and Linda Clark, right?
I, Linda Hyman, willed to write my squirt gun.
Oh, right. that
V
one.
and L, Peck laughs, and to Mike, happiness in life with me.
Hey, he got it. He won.
Linda Hyman Peck.
And if he
thank you.
says different, you know.
Kurt Hagen.
What?
I didn't see any wills for you in here.
I probably couldn't.
What would you have said 20 years ago, do you suppose, leaving Franklin?
Would I be able to be to the 20-year reunion?
And you were right. We'll have to find your lovely wife, Barbara. We'll
There
find
she
her.
is, right there.
Barbara Workman, you thought you could escape this.
I already talked to you once. You're losing your mind. I already talked to you once.
Cut.
Cut.
Years, and this was real fun. And here we are. This guy, the guy that's shooting this movie, is so incredible. He didn't even go to Franklin, but he knows everybody that did better than the people that went there. And this guy's pretty incredible too, because he nicknamed my daughter Pancake. And he doesn't even like the Jefferson Airplane anyway. I mean, it's ridiculous. Fine, okay.
How are you, Jessica?
Fine.
Did you guys do good in the balloon toss?
Yeah, I got second place.
You got second place. What was the prize?
It was a certificate for the gap.
Well, that's great. Jessica Buell, welcome to the party.
Faucet's swinging wet over there. She just got doused.
Oh, is this a wet t-shirt contest? Donna Fawcett is all wet. Donna Fawcett, you're all wet.
I know.
Do you remember the senior will?
Yes.
Do you remember what you said?
No.
Hyman actually remembered what she said. This is what Donna Fawcett said. I, Donna Fawcett, will Jacob her own way, Stu and me more Burns, Hyman that second ring, and my Gulick sisters all the
But
fun.
he wants to walk.
Lynch was hold down in the mouth brush.
Hey, Kevin, can you go back up your hand now?
Anywhere. Michael pats down there and don't.
I want. Bill, we just have extra steak. Yeah? I should have brought the party up. Where are we?
That's okay. Go ahead. Let's go.
it won't be so, I mean, you know how you are on the first you want to see everything that you miss so much.
Yes, I agree.
Your wife has your watch, Dad.
We got a dog around here?
That would work. Find a baby crawling around. Drop it, Bill. Let it go. Let it go. It's all right.
Yeah,
my pants.
Sure,
That pretty much sums it up. And it was cold.
You know, that Brian's never changed.
Yeah, and the ice sticks. Why aren't you two up there doing this kind of stuff?
I don't know.
Oh, it'd be a fun ride home. Maybe we could stop for dinner.
Boring.
Yeah.
You want to put the bottle down your mouth?
Oh, man.
Come on, Wayne.
May look stupid, but
You know, over the years you pick up little things like that. You know, it's not real wise to have people pour water down your
Heavenward guy right here. Rick Sirianni? Yeah, Sirianni. Could play the bishop someday. I think he's like a rising star in the diocese and stuff. Wherever the bishop is, he is there too. And his name is like that. It's good life.
There's a squirrel right there.
Yeah, sure there is.
Every day on this.
I think the next one we're going to put